Well, not boiled shrimp, but a firing and a few of them and a benching. The Raiders had a night. News came across at about 1, 2 a.m. that Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler were getting fired in Las Vegas. Antonio Pierce, the linebackers coach, will be the interim head coach. And then later on this morning, Jimmy G was benched. I mean, they're not going to have a winning season, but what does the future look like in Las Vegas?
Chaos. I mean, it's who they are. It's what they are. You just go back to it. Derek Carr led him to the playoff with Tony Brajoli or whatever his name was, the interim guy, Bobby Brajol. And Josh McDaniels comes in and hand selects who he wants. And the offense goes into a complete clown car. It's Raider-esque. I don't have anything else I could add to you. Their future it's one of the worst jobs in the league.
Yeah, the beauty of it is, I guess, if you tank far enough, this is the year to tank. This is the year you can go out and get one of those quarterbacks, or maybe a Drake May.
Harbaugh to the Raiders and JJ at quarterback.
But I wonder about that, though, because
McSizzle on the strip.
Still paying Gruden, still paying McDaniels. I know there's no coach salary here, but is he going to be big money on
But he
Harbaugh?
is the poorest owner in the league.
Yeah, correct.
They have been notoriously viewed as cash poor. You're right. They'll be hiring Bum Phillips.
Which is why you want to get one of the rookie quarterbacks, because you don't have to pay them as much for the next 5 seasons.
I want you to think about J.J. McCarthy in Vegas.
Woo! Jimmy G leaves and the beautiful JJ shows up.
JJ McSizzle.
But yeah, they're just hoping to get one of the quarterbacks, David. This is done. It's a clown. You got embarrassed on national TV in a game where...
Don't you dare say by the Lions.
What?
As if that's some shot.
No. It's not. Okay, just drink your coffee. All right? Leave me alone. No, in a game where I think any other team with the mistakes that the Lions did would have at least made the game competitive. Like the Lions were just out there running practice. You got Amon-Ra on a halfback, a wide receiver double pass, and that's okay. I'll just get sacked. We'll kick the field goal. We'll still beat you because you're no good.
Before we get into some trade deadline stuff, I do want to touch on this because this team is in first place, but they just made a QB switch. Desmond Ridder has been benched. Taylor Heineke or Hinkie or whatever you call him.
It's Heineke.
He is the starter now, so halfway through. Will he keep them in first place?
It's the only move they could make. And in fact, it should have been the move they made from the start of the year. Ridder cost them no less than 2 games. He's awful. Heineke, gamer, people in the locker room love him. He'll give you a decent shot. But look, ultimately, that's a team that said, no, we don't need to be in on Lamar Jackson. We're good. They ran to the podium to tell you we got Desmond Ridder. Pure idiocy. It's, again, why you don't take quarterbacks outside of the top of the first round.
Yeah, I think this is a move that they had it all in a bad division. They really wanted Ridder to work out. And they tried to tailor the offense. They went and got him, they drafted players. Bijan was going to help him out, take some of the pressure off. What you found out was, he just stinks. He was no good. You were never going to capture what he did in Cincinnati, playing for the Bearcats in the NFL. It's a different animal.
So the talk in this town was about culture and fit. Well, I wonder if this may be a reason why the Lions didn't trade for Chase Young. Michael Silver, on a report about Chase Young, says Young, according to several Commanders coaches and other organizational sources, was viewed as an undisciplined player who developed bad habits such as deviating from assignments in an effort to make splash plays. Well, of course, this is coming out after he's traded,
I was going to say.
Usually happens. But I'm not saying do you believe this, but could this be a reason, if other teams were hearing about it, that the 49ers got lucky and got him because of it?
I think both can be true. I think there's an element of truth to it. They didn't pick up his 5th-year option. He also had the patella injury. But, no, I don't think all of a sudden he's a dog-beat player. He's got 5 sacks since he's returned.
David, there's always something like that you hear, especially around the draft. That's why Micah Parsons fell to the Cowboys. Oh, look at this. Jalen Carter. Well, look at all. He's fat. He can't do this. He can't do that. All right. Yeah. People change. They get better. So he's a malcontent. Yeah. If this were coming out beforehand, yeah. But this is like when, you get divorced and then all of a sudden the ex-wife or ex-husband starts trashing their spouse. Like, yeah, you're the one who married them, not us. Like, now you want to tell us how bad of a person they are? I take it with a grain of salt.
So we all know in this town the trade deadline has passed.
Heck, the Niners took Randy Gregory. Now that's a pretty bad dude. Yeah, they didn't care.
You're right about that. Lions didn't make but one small move. So outside of the Lions,
Cash Tech, DPJ,
a team in buy or sell mode. Which team needed to make a deal the most at the deadline?
Lions. That's it. Lions.
Outside of them.
Nah, Lions. I know my truth. It was on you to keep up with the Joneses. The Eagles, the Seahawks, and Niners all got better, all made substantial moves, and you didn't. It's the Lions, and I'm not offering you another answer.
I would say the Chiefs, maybe a receiver. Going out there and really trying to solidify and get a guy.
Oh, you're telling me Kadarius Toney didn't fix all their problems?
Is he still in the league?
Miko Hartman.
Here's my surprise face.
I think that the Giants probably should have made another deal to enhance that and insulate Daniel Jones, because I still think they could be a playoff team.
I hate you, and you're a liar and a bad person.
I was just saying if you were paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Well. So here's what I'm going to do. And I may or may not hold you to this, okay? I'm not saying they're going to come out of the AFC or the NFC, but what I want to know from you two is who, and when the season's over, we're halfway through now, who will be the king of the AFC and who will be the king of the NFC?
You mean in the Super Bowl?
Number one seed.
Oh, the number one seed.
Number one seed.
Okay,
Let's just
Eagles.
We'll get to the playoffs
NFC,
later.
Eagles in the NFC and AFC. Honestly, kind of digging what the Ravens are doing a little bit. I don't know about KC has a better defense than an offense, and that kind of fries my brain. Can't beat the Dolphins. Can't beat the Bills.
Yeah, Dolphins are going to have to play too many games outdoor. I'm going to go AFC. I'm going to go with Kansas City. They'll find a way. They'll win it by a game. The NFC, man, the Eagles haven't hit that gauntlet yet.
Yeah, but they got Jalen Carter, so they're in.
They do. But you know what?
That's your guy.
In honor of Chase Young, I'm going to say the Niners rebound.
Of course you would. And
don't ask me questions if you don't want to hear the answer.
Of course you would. Let's end it with this, because the Titans wore the old Oilers jerseys on Sunday.
Beautiful.
But earlier in the year, the University of Houston wore the Houston Oilers-inspired throwbacks,
also
and they
beautiful.
were sent a cease and desist letter from the NFL.
That's ridiculous.
Saying the letter said for the school demanding them to halt it any further. Do not wear it. They had plans to wear it, I believe, one more time this year.
They were gorgeous.
So what are they going to do?
They wore them when they played UTSA. They were beautiful.
So what would the NFL do? Just stop them?
Yeah.
They're gonna just
sue them, I guess. I don't know.
Be like Colorado and just walk into the locker room and take the jerseys?
I have no idea, but they'll probably send someone.
Thoughts on that story for another day.
Can we add that to the mix? How in the world can you have your players' locker room broken into at not one, but two different places? Hey, Dion.
Might be an inside job.
Maybe there's a fox in the hen house.
Or here's another idea. Don't have your players act like they're filming a music video, flashing the cash and flashing the jewelry. Now, I'm not telling you to not live your life, and I'm not mad that the kids want to have nice things. Go do it. But when you're putting it out there and everyone knows exactly where you are and when you'll be away from your items, like, Dion, you're the adult in the room. Tell them it's not acceptable. Hey, here's a question. Hey, Bobby Horn, do I need 7 chains on while I'm playing?
Yeah.
Does this stuff need to come with us? Here's a safety deposit box. When we go on the road, we're putting the stuff there.
How about you just leave it at home and you don't need to bring it? But David, I mean, the locker rooms have security all around. There's cameras all around the stadium. If they really want to know what happened, which leads me to believe it happened to you at Jackson State, now it's happening to you at Colorado. I've yet to hear of any other locker room getting robbed for jewelry.
Who's the head of security? Probably there at both places.
Stallion.
Wait a minute. Where was he? They were in a bye week.
Okay, no.
Stop it.
Stop.
That is
Rico making a joke.
in football today.